open your notebooks and take notes. Okay. Preparing a meal, writing a recipe. So that's what we're going to do in our class. We're going to talk about preparing food and how we can write a recipe for this food on our own. Not copying a recipe from the internet, but how we can write a short recipe on our own, okay? So I just want to make sure you have your notebooks. Do you have your notebooks? Give me a thumbs up if you have your notebooks ready. Okay, great. Let's start. So, we are going to be looking at some verbs that we use when we're writing a recipe. We're going to look at some verbs, some action words that we use when we are writing a recipe. So, as you know, this verb means to mix, okay? Mix, mix. Mix water and flour. Mix water and flour, okay? Mix. We have the verb mix. We also have the verb put. Put the pasta in the bowl. Put the pasta in the bowl. 1 second, give me a second, please. Put the pasta in a bowl. Put the pasta in a bowl. Okay, all right. And then we have another verb here, which is wash. We wash all vegetables and fruits before we make food or before we prepare meals. We wash all our vegetables and fruits and whatever food we have. So it's healthy for us to wash. So wash the tomatoes and cucumbers, for example. Wash the tomatoes and cucumbers, for example. What are the other verbs we need to know? Add. Okay, add. Add some salt to the soup. Add some salt to the salad. Add some salt to the French fries. Okay, add some salt. Okay, add. So what he's doing here, he is adding some salt to the soup. He's adding some salt to the soup. Add, add. Serve. When the food is finished, you finish preparing the food, you finish cooking the food, you serve it in a plate, you serve it in a bowl, you serve it on a tray, you serve it. Serve, okay? Serve. All right. 1 second, please. Add. We have the verb add. He's adding salt. Serve. When we finish cooking or anything, we serve. We serve the food. Okay, all right. Cut. We cut meat, we cut chicken, we cut tomatoes, we cut lemons, we cut carrots, we cut some food to cook them before we cook them. So these are the 6 verbs we're going to look at. I repeat them. We have mix, we have put, we have wash, we also have add, we have serve, and we have cut. Now, let's look at methods of cooking. Let's look at methods of cooking. Methods of cooking. How can we cook? There are many ways we can cook. The first one is fry. We put oil. 1 second, what did I do? Okay, the first method is fry. Okay, we put oil in a pan. we put oil inside and we fry. We can fry chicken, we can fry meat, we can fry fish, we can fry potatoes, okay? Sometimes for breakfast we eat fried potatoes, we fry, okay? So this method of cooking is fry. I am frying, you are frying, he is frying, they are frying. Grill. So this is a grill and we put some meat or vegetables and we grill them. This method of cooking is to grill. I am grilling some burger meat, okay? I'm grilling some chicken. I'm grilling some, I don't know, whatever it is that you are grilling, okay? This is to grill. Boil. Boil is when you put water in a pot and you make it hot, okay? So this is to boil. For example, we boil potatoes, we boil carrots, okay? Whatever we put water in, a lot of water, and it becomes very hot, this means to boil. As you can see, it is boiling. The water is boiling. Sometimes we put water in a kettle and we boil it. So this verb is boil. I thought I warned you not to do this, Azra. The next time you do this, Azra, I'll remove you out of the classroom. The next time you write on the screen, I'll remove you out of the classroom. Okay, boil. The other method of cooking is bake, where we put the food in the oven, okay? So this method of cooking is bake, okay? We bake. I am baking cupcakes. I'm baking chicken. We can also bake chicken. I'm baking bread. Okay, so we have 4 methods of cooking. We have fry, grill, boil, and bake. Okay, all right. So those are the methods of cooking that we have learned. We have learned 4 methods of cooking. We learned 6 verbs about preparing meals. Okay, 6 verbs. We learned about 4 methods of cooking, which is fry, grill, boil, and bake. Okay, now we are going to talk about measuring when cooking. Okay, for example, if you are making cupcakes, how much flour do you put? How many eggs do you put? Okay, how many spoons of sugar, or how many cups of sugar do you put? This is what we do. This is what we mean by measuring. For example, we can measure a cup. 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of flour. We can measure in teaspoons. A teaspoon is small. The one we use for drinking tea. A small one, teaspoon. A teaspoon of sugar, teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of pepper, okay? Teaspoon of cinnamon, teaspoon of lemon. Okay, a spoon or tablespoon. This is what we call tablespoon. This is the big one, okay? A tablespoon of sugar. Teaspoon is small, tablespoon is bigger, okay? Teaspoon, tablespoon. So these are the normal, regular measurements we use when cooking, okay? Cup, teaspoon, and tablespoon, okay? Up to this point, does everyone understand? Has everyone managed to write a few notes in their notebooks? Does anyone have a question before I continue? Does anyone have a question before I continue? Yes, Phyllis?
Teacher, my question is, have we a homework like written a recipe or do
yes,
a recipe?
You will. Just wait. I'll tell you about it, okay?
Thanks.
Okay, anyone else with a question before we continue? Does anyone have a question? Okay, we continue then. All right. So let's move to the next one. So I wrote a recipe, and this is a recipe for a chicken salad, a salad with chicken, okay? So let's look at the steps. These are the steps, number 1 to 6, and these are the pictures of the steps from 1 to 6. I want you to pay attention to the way I'm writing the recipe, because after we finish, you guys, as your homework, you will write a recipe. So, chicken salad. All right. So what is the first step? Number 1, if you want to make a chicken salad, you wash the cucumbers, tomatoes, and lettuce. You wash them, okay? So this is washing, okay? Wash the cucumbers, tomatoes, and the lettuce. Wash. Okay. Step number 2, cut the vegetables. So cut the cucumbers, tomatoes, and lettuce. Cut the vegetables. Cut. So here in the picture, we can see the step where we're cutting the vegetables. Number 3, add some salt and pepper to the chicken. So we get chicken and we add salt and pepper to the chicken. Number 4, add some oil in the pan. So we have a pan here. I don't know if you can see. One second, let me make it bigger. We add some oil to the pan. A tablespoon of oil. We add a tablespoon of oil to the pan. So number 4, step number 4, add some oil to the pan. Add some oil to the pan. Add. Okay? All right. Now step number 5, fry the chicken. Fry the chicken. So what am I doing? I put the chicken in a pan and I start to fry it. I wait for maybe 10 minutes for it to fry both sides, okay, up and down. Fry the chicken. And after you fry the chicken, I'm sorry, I forgot one step. After you fry the chicken, you cut the chicken, of course. Cut the chicken into small pieces. Cut the chicken. And the last step is put the vegetables and the chicken on a plate. A bowl or a plate. Put the vegetables and the chicken on the plate and serve, okay? We serve. That's the end. That's as easy as this recipe is, okay? I will repeat the steps. So number 1, we have wash the cucumbers, tomatoes, and lettuce. Number 2, cut the vegetables, we did. Number 3, add some salt and pepper to the chicken, okay, we said. And also, we have add some oil to the pan, okay. And the 4th step, yes, this is add some oil to the pan. And the 5th step is fry the chicken. Fry the chicken. Fry the chicken. And the last step is put the vegetables and the chicken on a plate and serve. And serve. Serve. Okay? And that's it. We have your chicken. So this is a recipe for chicken. Okay? All right. Now, I'll ask a few questions. What you can tell me about some recipes. For example, a fruit salad. How would you make a fruit salad? Can you tell me just 4 steps? How would you make a fruit salad? Use cut, use whatever words we use, the verbs, okay? The verbs we use, please use them. Yes, Liva?
Teacher, can I go to the toilet?
I thought you were answering the question, Liva. Okay, you can go. All right, yes, Bora wanted to speak. Yes, can you give us a recipe for a fruit salad?
Wash the fruits, cut the fruits,
we have a bowl.
we put the fruits in the bowl and serve.
Okay, and serve. Perfect. Good job. Anyone else? What about a recipe for sandwich? Sandwich. How would you make a sandwich? Yes, Ella.
Wash the cheese. Sorry teacher, özür dilerim.
Okay.
Lettuce.
Mm-hmm.
Wash the tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Cut the tomatoes and cut the lettuce.
Cut. Mm-hmm.
Cut the bread.
Mm-hmm.
Hazır oluyor sonra.
And serve. Serve. Okay, and serve. Okay. Great. Anyone else with a different recipe? Okay, Salim wants to speak. Yes. Salim.
Strawberries, cucumbers,
Mm-hmm.
apples,
Okay.
cut the apples,
Mm-hmm.
cut the strawberries,
Mm-hmm.
cut the cucumbers,
Mm-hmm.
serve.
And serve. Okay, very good. Thank you very much. Thank you. Anyone else? Okay. Now I want you to open your Big Thinker books to, oh, Bura, you want to say something again? Yeah? Oh, okay.
No.
All right, guys. So now let's go to our Big Thinker books. Let's open our Big Thinker books to page 70. Page 70. Have you opened your books to page 70? Okay, great. Now, we have in the first activity, you have to choose 5 fruits, only 5 fruits. So whatever fruit you choose, I want you to tick. For example, I choose bananas, mangoes, grapes, melons, and strawberries. I chose 5 fruits. You choose 5 fruits too. Great. Now let's move on to the next activity, number 2. Toppings. Now, what will we put on the fruits? If we cut the fruits, what will we put on the fruits? For me, I will choose yogurt and honey. You know what honey is? Bal. Okay. I'll use yogurt and honey. What will you put on top of the fruits when you cut them and put them in a bowl? What will you put on top of the fruits? Okay, great. Now let's move on to the next activity, which is activity number 3. Now, here we are going to number the recipe, the order. Which step is number 1? Which step is number 2? Which step is number 3? Which step is number 4? Okay? So number 1 we have been given is wash the fruit. This is the recipe. Number 1, first you wash the fruit, okay? Who can give me step number 2? What's the next step? Azra, what's the next step? Azra, can you hear me? Azra? I can hear you, Azra. Okay, I'll ask someone else. Emre, can you hear me, Emre?
Buradayım.
Yes. The first step is wash the fruit. What's step number 2? Mix the fruit, serve the fruit, put the fruit in a bowl, add your fruit topping. What? Is it this, Emre, mix the fruit? Yes or no? Okay, as Emre is thinking, let's ask Kerem. Kerem, what do you think? Kerem? I can't hear you, Kerem. Okay, who else will I pick then? İlteber. Yes, İlteber. Can you tell me the next step? But I can't. Yes, İlteber.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, what's the next step? The first step is wash the fruit. We're making a fruit salad. Step number 1 is wash the fruit. What's the next step?
Cut the fruit.
Perfect. Cut the fruit. Good. Number 2 is cut the fruit. Okay, the next person I'm gonna ask is... Yes, Meriç. What's the next step?
Ay şu kalemler şu.
Meriç,
Yes, teacher.
what's the next step?
Next, add your favorite.
Quickly, Meriç. All right, let me ask Matt. Matt, what do you think is the next step? Okay, Matt can't hear me. It seems. İpek, what's the next step?
Put the fruit in a bowl.
Put the fruit in the bowl, it's possible. There are many answers to this. This can be number 3 or this can be number 3. Okay, all right, very good. And the next one, what's number 4? What do you think is the 4th step, Ömer? Hello, Ömer?
Hello, teacher.
Yes, Ömer, can you tell me the next step?
The next step.
This is 1, 2, 3. What's the next step? The 4th step. I'm waiting for you, Ömer. Okay, Burak, can you tell us the next step?
Topping.
Your topping. And then the next one, I'll ask Sila. Let me just unmute you, Sila. Yes, Sila, what's the next step?
Mix the fruit.
Mix the fruit. Great. And the last step is serve the fruit on a plate. Great. All right, we'll not do page 71 and 72. I have some things to explain to you guys. You have at least 3. I need to explain that to you, so I need some time to explain that. So, okay. Now let me explain your homework. Homework number 1. Homework number 1 is your Big Thinker book, page 71 and 72. That's homework number 1. Homework number 1 is page 71, Big Fish 71, and page 72. So 2 pages from your book. Page 71 and 72. That's homework number 1. Now, homework number 2 is Homework number 2 is a surprise video for your mothers on Mother's Day in English. Okay? I'll give you an example. 1 second. You will write something for your mother, okay? A poem, for example. On the 10th of April, okay? 6 days later, it's Mother's Day. In Turkish, we call this Anneler Günü, okay? It's Mother's Day. So what you're supposed to do is you're going to make a card, a beautiful card. Decorate it, color it, just make it very beautiful. And I want you to describe your mother with adjectives. What is an adjective? Sıfatlarla tanıtacaksınız. So you will describe your mother with beautiful adjectives. For example, I said, my mother is fun. My mother is beautiful. My mother is kind. My mother is strong. She is the best mother in the world. I love her more than the world, I was supposed to say. Happy Mother's Day. You don't have to copy my poem, okay? You can write your own poem. Just use different adjectives, but use different adjectives to describe your mother in a beautiful card. And on Mother's Day, okay, on Mother's Day, you can send me the cards, the video of the cards. On Mother's Day, you can give the cards to your mothers, but send me the videos, okay? Do you understand? You're preparing a card for Mother's Day, beautiful card for your mothers, and you will take a video. You can read, okay, in the video. You can read. Take a video. Make sure your brother or your father takes the video, not your mother, because it's a surprise, okay? Your mother shouldn't take the video. It's a surprise. Ah, and your sister, Bilge, she's so cute. Okay. All right, so you make a video and you send me the video. That's homework number 2. Homework number 3. Homework number 3. I'm showing you your homework number 3. Homework number 3 is a recipe. Write your own recipe. So for example, I'm just saying, pasta and vegetables. You will write the name of your recipe, okay? Pasta and vegetables recipe, for example. So you will write the steps. For example, because I'm adding vegetables, cut the tomatoes, cut the mushrooms, cut the onions, cut the tomatoes, boil the pasta, boil. Remember what we said about boil, okay? Boil the pasta, okay? Boil it, and add a teaspoon of salt and pepper, for example. You are going to write a recipe, okay? Of anything, any food that you like. You're going to write a recipe with minimum 6 steps, minimum. It can be 7, yes, it can be 8, 9, 10, but minimum 6, not 5, not 4, not 3, not 2, minimum 6. Do you understand me? Okay, so 3 homeworks, I repeat. Homework number 1, page 71 and 72. Big thinker books. Homework number 2, a surprise poem for your mother on Mother's Day, a card. Homework number 3, your own short recipe for food. It could be pasta, maybe it could be cake or cupcakes. How to make it, minimum 6 steps. Is there anyone who doesn't understand? Anlamayan var mı? Okay? All right, darlings. I think this is the end of our homework. Please send your homework to me on WhatsApp by okay, Friday is okay, up to Friday. No, up to Wednesday, not Friday. Wednesday, send me your homework and I'll check, or else I have to call your parents on Wednesday saying you didn't do your homework, okay? Love you,